Hello, everyone, and welcome to Harv's World for another episode of Off the Grid. Now, I'm sure you remember very well me saying that when it rains in Willamina, it rains in Willamina. Yes, it most certainly does, and it's still raining. It's been raining for, 18 hours now? Something like that. Yeah, the rain won't stop. So I don't have many options right now other than to, start clearing the trees up here. Since I want to get some plots opened up to sell off to potential buyers. Now, I suppose I could just sell them straight up and, you know. Uh-oh. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Alright, well, we've had this problem before. We'll fix it. So, as I was saying, we could just sell them directly to buyers, let them clear themselves, but since I feel like I'm giving these plots, are going to be selling these plots at a reasonable price, at the bare minimum, I feel like I should at least get the timber sales off of them. I think that's more than fair. I mean, considering what land is going for up here, I think it's completely fair that I get the timber money from it, even though I don't have a place to sell it at the moment. I've kind of made it a command decision and feel like I am going to have to start shipping some of this, because by the time I'm done clearing up here, I'm going to have an awful lot stacked up, and I don't want it to sit for too long, even though it probably could use some drying time anyway, if you know anything about timber, which I know just enough to be dangerous based on my conversations with Chuck and Hugo in the past, but um, but it does need to dry at some point, so that is a bit of a consideration. I don't have to worry too much about getting it out of here right away, but then again, it's going to start taking up a lot of space. So I need to start thinking about where to get rid of it. What can I do? And I will most likely talk to Pierre, see if he won't run a truckload or two for me. Now, the problem is, the nearest place to sell is, quite a ways off. It's a good 3.5 hour drive. Which is good for me if I can actually make my sawmill plan come together. It will allow people closer by to bring their timber for me to cut or for me to process, I should say, instead of having to ship it, which I assume most people are doing right now. It might even improve some logging operations. Now, as I've said many times before, I do want to conserve this area as much as possible. I don't want to turn it in, I don't want to clear cut it the way they did across the lake. Clear cutting helps nobody. So once my sawmill is operational and I start working my own timber here, I have every intention of replanting as I go along. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Clear some acreage and then go back in and just replant some tree saplings, let them grow back up. Make it a sustainable forest. I'm not the biggest guy when it comes to environmental issues and stuff like that. I'll be completely honest with you. But, Willamina has a lot to offer. And I don't want to be responsible for stripping all of that away. There is an inherent beauty in the forest. And I want to see that continue here. That's one of the issues I have with the people across the lake. They don't respect that. They just came in and said, oh, let's get rid of this stuff. It doesn't fit in with our decor. Or whatever you want to call it. These trees are quite in the way of our progress. Let's get rid of all the trees. No, we are not doing that. Nope. That is not in the cards. So I think that's a reasonably good plan. I feel like that's the way to go. Now, what else has been going on? Well, I actually got a delivery yesterday that should be interesting. You know, we made a big step forward getting Raster back to the farm. Oh, that was big. That was really big. I was so happy to have him back. But, you know, we're not there yet. I'm not there yet. Now, I do have wheat in the field that's ready to be harvested. Oh, where's that tree? A little far away, I guess. I'm still a little too far away. That's the problem. Come on, Harv, get with the program. Can we get it this time? We got it this time? Yes, we have it this time. Backward. There you go. There you go. That's the direction you want to go. But I did have a shipment come in yesterday. I haven't talked about it yet, but again, moving the farm, you know, getting it back to its former glory, if you will. Is important. It's very important to me. You know, building back up that my own personal sustainability is something that's very much on my mind. I don't want to have to rely on anybody else. I came up here to rely on myself, and that's what I intend to do. So, since it looks like it's going to rain all day, I need to go across the lake and pick up a few things. Fortunately or unfortunately, I was just talking about not relying on anybody else, and then here I am saying I got to go across the lake and pick up a few things. But I think that's going to be a real option for today, since it's raining. And yeah, I still have straw all over my bloody fields. All over the fields. Why is this having so much trouble finding these trees all of a sudden? Thank you. It's probably just me. It is very early in the morning. And there's a stump there that's going to be a problem child. I can tell already. So that looks like a good home plot to me right there. That looks like a nice sized place people could do a lot with. That's one down. I need 5 more. Just 5 more. And I said, what did I say I was going to sell those at about $75,000 a piece? I'm pretty sure that's what I said. And that'll bring in $300,000. So no. $450,000. Can't even do math yet this morning. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep these plots. Let me get that stump out of the way, because if I don't, I'm just gonna keep tripping over it. There we go. I'm going to separate these by trees, and then this is going to be like a separate lane right here to get in and out. I hope it all works itself out that way. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock and it's still sprinkling, but not so bad that, well, it's obviously clearing, which is a good thing. But I did run over to pick up those supplies I was looking for, because as always, I have a plan. Something I want to get done today. Moving the homestead forward, back to its former glory. Abso-floggin-lutely. Although I did discover in this, in my endeavor, and I need to close these gates, to pursue this, that all of my tools had gone missing, which is very uncool. I mean, 3 years, it's not terribly surprising. At least the apple trees still look like they're in good shape. I need to give that some thought too. Absolutely need to give that some thought. So I am going to head up to the homestead, get my stuff back there, and we'll see if we can't just accomplish a little bit of something more today. Although I did get a lot of trees cut. I got a lot of trees cut. Two full pieces of land, with the exception of taking out the stumps, ready for sale. And I got a good start on a third one. And yes, as I said, the logs are really starting to pile up down there, but that's not my focus for now. My focus for now is getting back to the homestead so I can keep moving forward. Okay. This should do. I mean, I'm in for, gosh, a little over $1,000 at this point. But that's not bad, all things considered. And I have made a deal that's going to help this along also. So let's just drop that wood right there. I'll keep this around just in case I need it. But see, I've got my crate that came in yesterday. A pallet of lumber. I picked up a table saw. I really thought that was going to be very, very helpful. Ooh. Slide that out a little bit, turn it around so I can use it better. There we go. And then, yeah, all my hand tools had gone missing. So if I need anything else, which I probably just need a hammer. It's the big thing at this point. This ought to do it. So let's get to work. Oh, that ought about do it. That should just about do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. And look what I've got. A brand new chicken coop. Yes. So we're going to get our chickens back, and I have made a special deal with Hugo. Well, I'll tell you. He's got the chickens, but I can't go get them yet because I don't have anything to feed them yet. And that's a problem. Man, the work is starting to back up because I need to get the straw collected now that the rain has subsided. But I feel like I need to do a little something more first, like get some chicken feed so I can get my chickens in here. Which means getting this tractor out of the way since it's blocking everything, for starters. That's good, Harv. Drive it up onto the thing. There. That's better. Gonna need my trailer again. Because I always need the trailer again. Gotta have something to put the wheat in. It was wheat, right? We planted wheat, not barley. Although, you know, that makes me think. I know that's a scary concept. Makes me think. Wheat, barley. No, I left a bale in the field. Oh well. Wheat, barley. Oh well, something for the future to think about. Just the tiniest little bit of wheat left to get off this field. Practically nothing. But it did produce quite a nice amount, I have to tell you. A very nice amount of wheat, actually. I forgot how fertile these fields are. Truth be told, I absolutely forgot. You know, all that, I used to talk about this frequently. How, you know, this dirt was very loamy with all of the, well, you know, it was forest for so long, and the needles drop, leaves drop, whatever, and then it all turns into that really dark, rich soil, which makes for very, very nice planting and harvesting. And I gotta tell you, the work is really backing up around here. That rain kind of put a wrench into my plans quite a bit, because I've got 2 fields full of straw that need to be picked up one way or another. I'll pick up some more and put it in the silo for raster, and potentially future cows, because the cows are definitely going to be coming back. I'm just not sure when yet. I'm not that far away, I don't think. And what else? Well, the sunflowers are in, so I'm going to leave the harvester out. I just need to swap headers on it to get the sunflowers harvested, but I do have an arrangement with Hugo, and I want to make sure I get that taken care of before the end of the day today. Yes, we've got the sunflower header right there. That's even tinier. That's going to be a long harvest. Okay, so here's the story. You can see right over here. I'll just show you real quick. My old, well, the horse or the trailer I used for Raster to bring him back home. What I did was trade that to Hugo for a dozen chickens. I don't know. Did I get the better end of that deal? I think I did. I think I did. Well, I was talking to him earlier in the day, and I said, you know, I need to keep a tight lid on my cash right now. What can you do for me? I need some chickens. He said, well, what he could do is, because he saw the horse trailer when I picked up Draster, and he said, you know, do you think you're going to need that trailer? Because if you don't, I could really use something like that. And I said, no. And he said, how many chickens are you looking for? I said, well, I probably need about a dozen. I had 6 before, and they did me well, but I think I want a few more this time. And so he said, well, if you'll trade me that trailer, I can hook you up with a dozen chickens. I mean, chickens aren't expensive. You know how that goes. So I feel like it was a pretty fair trade. I think it was a pretty fair trade. And I've got chickens, which is what I really, really wanted. That was my goal for today, at least in part. Man, I've got so much work to do. So much work to do. At least, I mean, I did get trees cut. That's important. I did need to get that taken care of. Very much needed to get that taken care of. And at least I've got a start, I should say. They're not all done yet, but a good start. 2 out of 6 plots cleared. But let me get these chickens back up to the homestead. Take a look around and see where I'm headed at this point. Okay, now it's just a matter of unloading these bad boys. And for the record, this is Hugo's trailer. He just loaned it to me. I have to take it back to him. There we go. There's our chickens. There's our chickens. Watch out, chickens. Hey, don't walk under the truck. Don't walk under the truck. Get out of there. Go. 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 Ooh. Well, I don't know if you recall or not, but I had a problem with coyotes back in the day. Or not coyotes, a cougar. I had a nasty little cougar problem that was remarkably uncool. And I had to take care of that. So I wanted the chickens closer to the house this time. I mean, out in the barnyard's not bad, but, you know, there's so much equipment and clutter out there. I felt like, especially, you know, if I'm going to have more than a half a dozen or so. And that reminds me of something else I wanted to pick up, but I could pick that up later, no problem. But now I still have my wheat, so I'm going to get these guys some feed. Kind of a priority. Although, again, this trailer's some pretty serious overkill. Very serious overkill. They're just bound and determined to get under my wheels. Yeah, would they take 1,000 liters of wheat? Not much. So this wheat will last them a good long while, and that's good because I've got all the straw I can stand at the moment. Literally. Okay, well, we are cooking with gas. Get this trailer parked up. And then it's time to start baling. That's what I got to do now. A whole lot of baling. Figure I might as well focus on that. The sunflowers can wait. Although I do want to get, like I said, I am so far behind the curve right now. It's not even funny. So far behind the curve. That's right. Do you hear me laughing? It's not funny. Let me get this bale out of the field while I remember it's there, because I'm horribly forgetful. And I would bet that this thing is just about full. Alright, we are one step closer to restoring this homestead to its former glory. Only a couple more things to do. And we're progressing in other areas too. So, I have a lot of work to get done here. A whole lot of work to get done. I'm going to keep focusing on baling. You're going to do whatever you're going to do. I do very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. That's going to do it for this episode of Off the Grid, as always. I very, very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. I very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.